Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit's Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Venus is about to go combust. Every planet, when it goes closer to the sun, becomes combust. Combust is actually a wrong word for this. We will call it ast. The planet sets down in front of the sun, goes out of line of sight. And because the planet is out of line of sight, we may not see its true nature, we may not be able to realize its importance, and we may miss the potential and we may miss what it truly means. When Venus, the planet of love and harmony, go too close to the sun, it is now invisible. We all know that Venus is a beautiful star. It represents love, romance, luxury. And when it goes close to the sun, that means Venus is definitely going close to soul. Sun is the karaka of the soul and sun is the karaka of light. But Venus is mild, soft planet. Going close to the light might prove harmful for this soft-natured planet, the planet responsible for luxury, the planet responsible for name and fame. But what does it truly mean? Is it really bad? Or this means that you are now going to love from the soul? Let's try to find that out. Stay tuned till the end and don't miss the updates on this particular transit. I'm making this video because the transit of Venus is going to be, the combust transit is going to be for 2 months. Venus is not going to remain combust for like few days. It's approximately 60 days. It's a big time. Venus starts the combustion from the sign of Capricorn. From Capricorn, it moves to the sign of Aquarius. For the entire duration of Aquarius, Venus is combust. Then Venus goes into the sign of Pisces, gets exalted, but still Venus is combust. Only in the sign of Aries, Venus goes out of combustion. And the thing is that Venus, when it goes out of combustion, Sun is exalted. What does it totally mean? Let's try to find that in the video. But a sub to the channel will be really great. Subscribe and stay connected, because when you click subscribe button and you click the bell icon, you are staying connected with all my videos. If you want to follow me on social media, the links are in the description box below. And if you want to take my consultations, you can drop an email. The email ID is in the description box below. So let's find out, what does the combustion of Venus mean? When a planet goes combust, the planet becomes very close to Sun under a certain degree. So when Venus goes in a certain position with respect to Sun, Venus becomes invisible to the eye. Imagine the daytime, the Sun is bright in the sky, but we can't see anything apart from the Sun. The sky becomes opaque. It's apparently opaque because of the diffraction of light, and we only see the diffracted blue light, which makes the sky looks blue, but it's because of the sun rays being diffracted from the upper atmosphere. The sky, however, remains clear. That's why as soon as the sun sets, we are able to see the nakshatras, the zodiacs and everything. This is a typical example of everything going combust in front of the sun. When sun is there, you are not allowed to see anything else. That's kind of true, because when you are into the realization that you are the soul, nothing else really matters. The wisdom, the light of the truth overshines almost every maya that exists. Venus is the planet of love. But in Vedic astrology, Sun is also associated with ego and ahamkar, because it is the self-esteem, it is the kingly attitude, and it is also the fire. It is the true fighter, the true spirit. So when Venus goes very close to it and you are not able to see Venus, there is a problem here. The problem is ego. The egoistic attitude of a person can make him lose love. It can make Venus go dry and it can create imbalance, because Libra goes for a toss. When Venus goes combust, it means that the Lord of the Leo is making Lord of the Libra come under its complete domain, and now you can't see Libra, all you can see is Leo. That is a kind of a warning sign here. In this time frame of Venus going into combust, the Astha position, one must not create any disturbance with their loved ones. The relationship can go sour, ego should be kept away, and anything and everything should not be taken and seen from the purview of self-esteem and dignity. You need to apply your rational mind and you need to see which part has to be objected and which has to be avoided. If something can be ignored and it's not necessary to react on that situation, it's better to ignore that part of life. It's better to ignore that maybe a fight or an argument or maybe a statement by your loved ones. Venus, when close to the sun, this is a good time to actually realize the soul, the Atma. Venus does not really go away anywhere. It's just not visible. On a positive note, it means that your Atman, the internalization of the spirituality is so bright that Venus, which represents the Maya that binds you into this universe, that binds you into this Maya by giving you all sorts of material pleasures, now vanishes. All that matters is you, all that matters is Paramatma, and all that matters is the divine truth. So, you are also going to seek the truth. This is like an exploration, like everything is now in the bright sunlight and you want to know what actually you are, who you really are, and what gives you the real true pleasure, not the material pleasure. And this can be enlightening for a lot of people. But on the other hand, Venus, not every one of us is at the same level of spirituality. Lot of us, in fact most of us, are deeply rooted, deeply binded with this matrix. And when Venus goes close to the sun, the impact that is perceived by ourselves is on the negative side. That is why when Sun and Venus goes together, even in your horoscope, it shows some impact, it creates huge impact in relationship, especially your relationship with father, relationship with the authorities, bosses, because the element of love, the element of affection, the soft feminine touch is now gone. All that matters now is fighting, all that matters now is supremacy, authority. So that means you are going to face that stiff resistance and you will face the heat of the sun. You will face the heat of the powers who are greater than you. And that may make you feel uncomfortable. So most of us who are deeply rooted into the matrix of the planet needs to understand that Venus has to dissolve himself in the waters of Pisces to get exalted. And when Venus is going close to the sun, it is a golden opportunity to know who you really are, the good side and the bad side of the self, and work towards that. But this means every individual should work for himself and not look out towards the other people. Otherwise, marriages can go bad, there can be relationship fights, there can be breakups, sudden ups and downs can happen because Capricorn is also going for a massive change. It has gone with it. Just now we had 6 planet conjunction in Capricorn few days back, and the energies are too heavy on each one of us. The perception really matters in this case. If you are going to perceive your relationship, if you are going to perceive the love, if you are going to perceive the luxury in a way that it is the necessity in your life, remember, sun is going to create a block for that. On the contrary, because of the brightness of the sun, you may not be able to see the luxury that you have. You may not be able to value the relationship that you have, that you possess. For a brief period of time, you may feel lack of love when there is love around you. You may feel lack of luxury even you have luxury. What will happen? In order to compensate that, in order to compensate the lack of energies of the Venus, you may involve more Venus. You may go and buy expensive stuff. You may go and invest somewhere. You may go and shop like you have never shopped before, like 1 year of shopping is done. This causes money to go out. Now Rahu is also in the zodiac sign of Venus, and Mars will go on 22nd of February in Taurus. Mars and Rahu is going to destabilize Taurus. So insecurities will rise up like anything. And when this insecurity rise up, and Venus see that sun is the sun, because of the sun, because of the power, because of the authority, he is getting dominated, he is getting suppressed. So there will come a perception of suppression and oppression, and that will be retaliated in. So you need to control your behavior, you need to control that you should not spoil your relationship with other people because of maybe some assumption about anything. Rational thinking is needed at this point of time. In spite of Venus going exalted in the sign of Pisces, Venus will remain combust. So in spite of Venus being in its pure abundance, it will be thought of as if we don't have anything. So what you have to do is go minimalistic at this point. Don't buy anything that is unnecessary. Don't spend your money where it is not needed. Proper financial planning is needed, and look out in your bank accounts. Look out with the money you have. Look out the amount of objects you have. Don't renovate your home because you feel so. Don't go and buy a new mobile phone just because you think your mobile phone may go bad or battery is depleting. There can be n number of random reasons that you will try to satisfy. Be careful on that part. Because when Venus is getting a hit, love is getting hit, relationships are getting hit, sexual connections are take a hit, film industry is going to take a hit, anything that is glamorous is going to get oppressed and superimposed by a higher power. It's best that we stay spiritual. It's best that we see these 2 months as not a month of where the sun is going to completely make the Venus go invisible, but rather when Venus is close to the sun, that means your Shukra is close to the Atma. Your happiness is now closer to the soul. Think it that way. And really, what is taught in Bhagavad Gita, what is taught in the scriptures is that the purpose of Atma is to go to the Paramatma. And that's true love. That is also the expression of Venus. He loses everything in the Pisces zodiac. So here also Venus is losing everything because Venus is somewhat close to the sun and the heat is high. Instead of understanding the situation, Venus can go into retaliation. Venus is Daitya Guru. So definitely you will see a lot of changes happening throughout the world. We may also go under the conflict with our fathers, with grandfather, with bosses, with authorities, that we should avoid at all cost. And if we are retaliating, if we are talking something, we should be ready to put up a proper point, proper defense, there has to be a proper and regulated way of showing the disagreement. Otherwise, once Venus goes out of the combustion and when Venus goes into the sign of Aries, what happens is that Venus will find itself coming out of a very difficult situation, and Venus will thought that yes, I have put up a great fight. But remember, now Venus is in Pap Kartari. On one side it is Sun in the same house of Venus, but at a lower degree. On the other hand, there is Rahu. So the next 3 and 4 months, not only throughout the combustion but also out of the combustion, what I see is that there is certain degree of imbalance going on with the energies, certain degree of difficulty going on with the mindset of people, and people are going to try to draw their attention towards that area of life that should never have got the attention in a level that you will give it. For example, you are spending way more time on Instagram, way more time on social media, trying to project your personality because you have a inferiority complex that you're not looking good. Suddenly people may start buying lot of clothes, lot of makeup, lot of gold, lot of jewelry just to show that you look good because the inferiority complex will increase in this time frame. That's why rational thinking and spiritual thinking is very much needed, because remember, every planet has a materialistic approach and every planet also has a spiritualistic approach that is always to bring mankind to a very high level, closer to the divine, closer to the God. And the best way is that when Venus goes close to the Sun, I know that it gets combust, but this time Venus should surrender. That means you should focus on your true identity. you should understand who you really are, what you're really standing for, what you're really fighting for, what you're really living for. Because sun is your Atma. And you are the sun. We are Atma, not the Sharir, not the body. We are the soul, we are the part of the universal consciousness, and that is what is being taught or what will be taught ultimately when Venus will go out of the sign of Taurus, when Venus go in the sign of Gemini, when Venus will go in the sign of Cancer in the future. You will see that the same theme, the heat will settle down and regret will come in. So don't act on anything, don't do anything that you may regret later on, because just because the energy of Taurus and the energy of Venus is completely superimposed by the harsh planets like Sun, Rahu and Mars. Help females as much as you can. Help a girl child get educated. Help anybody who is feeling depressed, who is feeling suffocated. Try to make them free. Try to make them comfortable. If their Venus is suppressed, bring your sun, bring light into that, and comfort is one of the area where you should provide to the people near you. Not only to yourself, but your words, your thoughts, your actions should provide comfort around people, because it's like a girl walking in the hot sunlight. Imagine a girl who is a farmer, a woman who is a farmer, a beautiful lady, but she is cultivating wheat in the middle of the day under the scorching sun. That means Venus will have the potential. It's not like Venus won't be able to do things. Just a little bit of comfort, a little bit of shade will be good and will bring relief. Plant more trees in this time, because planting trees is a symbolic way of providing shade to Mother Earth. And when you are providing shade to Mother Earth, you will see that the heat will reduce and the reality will come in. I can also see Venus right there in front of the sun if I reduce or see the sun with a filter. That means reduce your ego, lose the ahamkar, and you will see that God was always with us. Pray to the feminine energies, pray to Ma Durga, pray to Ma Mahashakti, Ma Durga, Jagadamba, pray to Ma Kali, pray to Goddess Saraswati. That will help you understand this beautiful transit, this beautiful combustion of Venus. Nothing happens without a purpose. Everything is with a purpose. Let's find out what the purpose of Combust Venus is together. Thank you for watching Punneit's Astrology. This was a short video on combustion of Venus. I hope you like this. I'm going to bring the Mars video, the ascendant-wise Mars transit in the sign of Taurus very soon. Stay tuned, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload that Mars video. Spread the word of astrology, share the video among family and friends. If you want to help Punneit's Astrology as a YouTube channel, you can join. The join feature is open now for all of you. I will upload some exclusive content and some sneak peek, some interesting facts, and that will help the channel to grow, and that will be your contribution. Thank you for watching Punneit's Astrology. This is your host Punneit. Namaste.